You guys, there's a man of God who's ready to checkmate us atheists. Watch.
If you ever want to see the atheist worldview completely collapse, ask them this simple question.
Oh man, here it comes.
Is pedophilia objectively wrong? They are required by their worldview to say, no, it is not objectively wrong.
What? We're required by our worldview? Like we have this book that we consult all the time to tell us what's moral and what's not moral? I think you have atheists confused with somebody else.
You'll note here that the Godless Gardener doesn't answer the question. And I think what the guy means is that you are required by logic to admit that there's nothing objectively wrong with pedophilia. See, if you deny the existence of any kind of God, you deny the existence of objective morality. Morality cannot exist outside of human experience. There can be no law above our laws, because if morality exists, it must exist in a person, because morality is personal. Animals are not moral, only persons are moral. So if you say there is no God, you have to say there is no objective morality. If you say there is no objective morality, you have to say that there is nothing objectively wrong with pedophilia. It's logic. These atheists love to present themselves as men of science, men of reason, men of logic, but when you put logic to them, they retreat into sarcasm and ridicule.
This is because atheists believe that we evolved from pond scum.
Well, not all of us evolved from pond scum. Mostly people like Nick Fuentes, Trump supporters, Joel Osteen.
What's wrong with pond scum? Seriously, is there something objectively wrong with pond scum? I guess so. Pond scum is objectively wrong, but not pedophilia.
We evolved, morality evolved. So morality simply evolved as a means of survival.
Yes, morality evolved when society evolved. People and cultures all around the world decided, hey, we don't like things like murder and rape, so maybe we should make that, like, against the rules.
But some cultures liked it. They liked it a lot. Some still do. Who is to say they are objectively wrong? Especially if there is no objectively wrong to be. It's just one culture winning out over another. That's not objective morality. That is morality of tooth and claw.
So if you have a culture on a remote island that evolved the belief that they should sacrifice babies, that's totally fine. They evolved that way, and you can't say that they're wrong.
Like when the Europeans came over to the Americas and forced their religion onto the natives, and if they didn't accept that, they just wiped them out? That's some good, wholesome Christian morality right there.
Well, that's juvenile. This is a legitimate question regarding objective morality, and he's like, hey, Christians have done some bad things too, you know. So let's keep score here. So far, this atheist says pond scum is objectively wrong. Christianity is objectively wrong, but I guess pedophilia, the jury's still out on that one.
Similarly, had the Nazis won World War II, that would simply be part of our evolution, and you can't say that Nazi morality is wrong.
So you're going with hypotheticals here now, right? I mean, so what if aliens came down and humped your mom, and then you would have evolved into something completely different? Most of the world were against the Nazis. Interestingly enough, though, the Nazis would have forced their Christian religion.
This just oozes logic, doesn't it? There are honest atheists like Lawrence Krauss who will admit that logic demands that if there is no God, there is no objective morality. And if there is no objective morality, then nothing is objectively wrong. I respect that. He's absolutely wrong, of course. There is objective morality, of course, but at least he's reasonable enough to follow his own premises to their logical conclusion. The Godless Gardener, though, not so much. All he's prepared to admit is that pond scum is objectively wrong, extraterrestrial sexual assault is objectively wrong, and Christianity is objectively wrong.